morning's practice. We've got a few minutes this morning before we start to get ready. I'm just a little early. So hello, if you're at home and you're looking for an opportunity just to get started on today's class, just grab a block, a prop, and just make your way into your mat, and I'll be with you very, very shortly. So just give me a few moments to get all the live streams going and all the buttons clicked. Hope you had a nice evening and day or whatever time. Who knows when you're practicing, actually. Take that one up there. And then I'll take this one over here. Some of these different things I need to press. Making sure the audio is started for the first time as well, which is like that looks good there. This one's going. Got bars going there. So I'm going to scooch back. And come to a seat. Cross the legs. All right, so 7:58, just getting started. I had a restful night's sleep. I hope some of you did as well. I have my sister-in-law and niece staying with me at the moment, and my cavoodle dog enjoyed their company more than me, which was an absolute pleasure because they are punishers to sleep with if you have a cavoodle. They take up the entire bed even though they're a small dog. And I was like, wow, this is what it feels like to not have a dog in the bed. All right. Just giving myself a chance to make sure 8 o'clock ticks around. So good morning to those of you on TikTok that have arrived. Thank you so much for practicing. You are a long way away, so I can't see, but oh, that looks like some namaste. And maybe, what is that one saying? Yes, good morning, good morning. Thank you for practicing. 8 o'clock is the start time, and it's looking like it's getting there. I'll just pop that in there. I'm early for once. I have been normally allowing myself to get muddled up with all of this technology. If you are aware of the technology right now, I have stage lighting. I have presentation of my Mac over there. I've got a Mac here. I've got you on my iPhone there, and I've got a digital camera. I have an audio visual. I have a headset on. Oh, talk about yoga being simple. Far out. Okay, let's arrive in a comfortable cross leg. Good morning, namaste, and thank you so much for joining me today for our 8 o'clock Saturday morning Kundalini and a little bit of flow as well. I have a broken toe, as some of you may know, so it's not the most active yoga class that I can teach. So let's enjoy that, huh? So welcome. Thank you all for coming to the mat, and let's bring our hands into heart center, Namaskar Mudra, chin to chest. Close down the eyes if it's cool with you, and let's just connect with our breath. And for me, it's going to feel really abundant to draw the breath in through the nose and open the mouth and just sigh it out. It's morning here in Australia, and it's nice just to freshen up the respiratory system and feel really anchored with that breath. So inhale through nose. And if it's cool with you, inhale through nose, filling up and allowing the abundance of that prana vayu to start to circulate. And then tuning into the apana vayu, that grounding, letting go breath, just to freshen up. So you could continue to breathe out through your nose, or beg your pardon, out through your mouth, or if it feels nice, breathe through your nose now. And bring your awareness from the furthest away sound you can hear, and increment by increment, bring it inwards, closer to you, until you almost can sense the fabric of your skin and the clothes making contact with it. And then from the fabric of your skin, start to dive into the contours of your muscles. And then dive into the web of your nerves. And from the awareness of the universe within you, from the soles of your feet through the crown of your head, take a full body scan. Maybe you can recognize areas of stickiness, of resistance, of blockage. Reminding yourself with a kind and compassionate heart space that blockages are often emotion, energy, stuck, motion. So welcome in the areas where there feels like there's freedom and abundance, and taking into the consideration the root of the word yoga, to unite, to harmonize. Welcome that into your body. And then from here, we will take a voluntary Om. You're welcome to participate or let the sound reverberate around you. We draw the breath in through the nose with positivity and joy. And then we Om. Begin to rub the hands together and create warmth and friction across your palms. Place the palms over your eyes and absorb the nourishment of that warmth. Welcome in Surya energy, the sun. And then you start to peel your hands open and away from your eyes as they begin to open themselves, and you arrive back in your room, in your space. And you lower the left hand down onto your left knee, and we begin with a technique called Nadi Shodhana. Peace fingers to the third eye of your right hand. Use the thumb and the ring finger to alternate open and close. The exhale is a snap in and up of the belly button, and it is a forceful breath out. So it sounds like this. And we use the thumb and the ring finger to open and close the channels. We'll be going in through the left and out through the right. In through the left and out through the right. Then we will switch it up. So let's just take a moment to settle in. Peace fingers on the third eye. Eyes can be open and focused on the horizon, or slightly rolled up and towards the fingertips at the third eye. Close the right nostril with the thumb. Inhale through left. Close left nostril. Exhale out the right. Then reclose the right. Reopen the left. Inhale. Close the left. Open right. Exhale with that forceful snap in a belly button. Now we move a little quicker. Inhale left. Exhale right. Pumping the navel center, drawing the belly button in and up, snapping that breath out of the body, and letting the inhale be passive but full. Okay, that's enough. Open both nostrils. Inhale fully and exhale deeply. Now we switch it up. Close the left nostril with the ring finger. Open right. Inhale. Close right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Build some pace, build some fire. Well done. Open both nostrils and just let your hand lower back to the knee and breathe normally. So we're cultivating an awareness of Manipura chakra, so the fire element here, that snapping in of the belly button and the bellow-like breath fans the flames of Manipura, as well as the harmonization of the solar and lunar channels of Ida and Pingala, and the connection with Kundalini rising and Shakti. So take a moment just to feel into the warmth that's starting to rise along the spine and the empowerment that comes with that powerful awakening of Shakti. Focus on the horizon for me now as we take ourselves through another breathwork technique, breath of fire. Almost identical expression of the exhale breath as in our Nadi Shodhana, but what we will be doing here is allowing the inhale to happen on its own. It will just happen. The exhales where we find the forcefulness to produce the fanning of the Manipura and the transformation of flames and fire, shifting energy of negativity, moving away the stickiness and the gooiness. So sit tall, ground, lengthen, hands on knees, wide collarbones, breath of fire, inhale, and then exhale, inhale, exhale. And now you begin to move with pace. And the inhale is completely passive. Halfway, keep going, build the fire, stoke the energy, focus forward, let Shakti rise. Last few, be okay in the uncomfortable, be skillful in its presence. Exhale. Now come back to normal, steady breath and just close your eyes. If you're like me, you can start to feel the warmth at the spine and the wrap of the transverse abdominis, drawing the energy around to Manipura and experiencing the spin. You think about Ida and Pingala, the serpent energy rising. They're spinning the discs of the chakras and allowing us to find full expression of alignment. Pause for a moment and breathe with me. And then we'll move through a few twists to begin to create that rotation. So inhale, arms up, reach up, rise up overhead, and then twist your torso round to the left, hand behind you, right hand, left knee. Rotate with the exhale breath. So this navel grind gets into all of those lower chakras that we've just begun to cultivate awareness in. Come back to center with a little bit of a return on the inhale and retwist and rotate on the exhale breath. Let's do one more like that. So finding length on the inhale as you slightly return to center, and then exhale, deepen the twist, leverage off the right hand on your left knee and rotate a little further. Right arm comes with you as you return to center, point it forward, and then exaggerate the lift of the left arm to cross at the elbow over top. Option 1 is shoulders, but option 2 would be to cross forearms and hold the hands. Eagle arms, lift elbows to shoulder height, then lift them higher and press the forearms up to the ceiling and away from you. Dome across your upper back. And if you're like me and you get sticky shoulders and you get little bit of aggravation in the neck from all of the typing we do, all of the hunching forward, this is a beautiful stretch to expand that awareness and give yourself some space. So press the forearms up and press the heart and lungs into the rib cage behind you. Make it three-dimensional. Now, as you lower the elbows to shoulder height, take your fingers to the 1 o'clock position to the right, and then come back through your center and take it over to the 11 o'clock position. So good for the shoulders. As you come back to center, uncross, release, sweep, lift, rise, inhale. And then we'll take everything over in the opposite direction to the right. Left hand, right knee, right hand behind us. Exhale. Then we come back to center slightly on the inhale and we re-rotate, exhale around to the right. Getting that lovely cleansing navel grind. Back to center, inhale, around to right, exhale, breath. And we'll do all of that again for the opposite side. So we bring left arm forward with us. We point it directly in front of us. Exaggerate the lift of the right arm up and over. Cross at elbows, cross at forearms. Hold the hands if available. If that's not available, hold your shoulders as best you can. But then you start to lift the elbows if you're with me, and you start to press the forearms towards the ceiling, away from you. Broaden across the upper back. And feel the forearms squeezing into center. And we think of that channel as Sushumna. So I've spoken of the three main nadis that most people know about. Ida, Pingala, and now Sushumna. Connected with Kundalini and the Shakti energy rising. Holding here. And then we lower elbows down to the shoulder height. We take the fingers to the 1 o'clock position. We feel into the stickiness in the shoulders and the beautiful stretch facilitated by that. And then over to the left. So good. Well done. Uncross, unravel, and reach up and rise up. And then as the hands go up, they bend at the elbows. We take the fingers to the back of the head. We interlace the fingers there and we find grounded sit bones, lengthened spine, elbows wide. Pranayama technique here. This is Ida and Pingala, what we're connecting with. As we twist to the right, inhale through nose. And as we twist to the left, open the mouth and with an O shape at the lips. So it's a forceful exhale. That exhale is going to create the ability for you to drop into what we call the shunya, the void, because you become focused on the expiration breath. So let's start again. Right side twist, inhale nose. Left side open mouth, O shape exhale. Keep going. I'll encourage you with some words of wisdom, so to speak. Ida and Pingala now are starting to rise with that Shakti power, and you're beginning to find that recognition that the chakras are beginning to spin, that the breath is starting to coordinate, the fire is starting to stoke, and the energy is starting to shift. Where are we shifting? In the direction of more prosperity, more pleasure, more enjoyment, more happiness. Keep going, yogis. More kindness, more compassion. Last few with this iteration. So inhale right, exhale left. Last one to the left, meet me there. Now let's switch it up. Inhale left, exhale right. Last 10. Move a little quicker. Drop into the shunya. Find that void. Nice. Come back to your center. Take a moment to hold the hands on the knees. You might be a little dizzy. You might be a little discombobulated, but that is the action that is allowing to shift, giving you some clarity. You don't find a mind that's able to transpose its thoughts by cluttering it. We need to declutter, right? We need to get rid of the stuff that doesn't serve us. Okay, let's take a moment now to just tune into some different energy now with our Shiva Shakti Kriya. So as we twist to the right, this time we're reciting a mantra, Shiva, and as we twist to the left, it's Shakti. So masculine, feminine, ha, ta, all of the different opposites, the hot, the cold, right? But in this case, it's the Shiva Shakti. So Shiva right, Shakti left. Shiva, Shakti, Shiva, Shakti. And get weird, get loud. If you're on your own in your room, yell it. Allow that empowerment to rise. Do something different. Do something that's great for your mental clarity, for your energetics, for your auric field. Let's go. Shiva, Shakti, 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 Shiva, Shakti. Eyes are open, switching left and right with the gaze, finding the mantra as this opportunity to drop into that expression. Let's go. Shiva, Shakti, 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 halfway, Shiva, Shakti, 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 Shiva. Arms extend out, lengthen, hug the thumbs in, fingers over the top. Ego conqueror. Stand in the seat of your power. Widen collarbones. Lengthen the arms away from you. Hold this. As gravity bears down on you, yoga will show up because you will be distracted by the mind. It'll say, let's get out. I've had enough. I can't do this. This is weird. It's uncomfortable. It's awkward. And it's difficult because guess what? Everything in life is difficult. It's made easier by our practice of kindness, of compassion, of the renewable resource of love, and for being the change we want to see in the world. So as you sit here with the long arms and you empower yourself with Shakti energy rising inside of you, and you focus off on the horizon and let my annoying voice, my annoying diatribe here be the distraction, because you're sitting here thinking, how is he doing that? How is he continuously talking? I could probably talk underwater, but I'm distracting you. I'm keeping you in the pose. I'm allowing you to stand, allowing you to hold, allowing you to let yoga show up and lengthen and lift and widen and ground and feel Shakti and rise and be the change you want to see in the world as we hold. And I'm going to count you down now for 10. And now I mean 10 yoga breaths, not just 10 seconds. It's 9, and yoga breaths are long and they're drawn in and they're drawn out. And 8. It's a beautiful number. You put it sideways and it's infinity. 7 colors of the rainbow, 7 chords of music. So much in that number. 6, just a beautiful number. Don't have anything to add on that one. 5, keep breathing because I'm losing out of thoughts on these numbers. Now we're into the bronze medal. 3, we're going to, I skipped 4. Hold, breathe, look forward. 2 is silver. And 1 is gold. Lower the hands down. Nice work. Hold the knees. Take a little moment to rise up through the spine. Open the collarbones. Look up. I'll have to do some homework, everybody, on what all those different numbers mean. But I did well with a few of them. Open the collarbones as you come forward. And then draw the chin to chest as you round the back body. What have I got next? Let's do Prana Shakti 3. Prana Shakti 3 is all about shifting the auric field around you. I think we all have experienced energy vampires. When we're in their presence, we feel like our positivity is sucked out of us, right? Happens with colleagues, happens with families, happens with relationships, happens on the train, on the way home, all sorts of things, because we are tuned into vibrations, right? We can tell what's going on. And those energy vampires, we need to cleanse our auric field of that. So I'm going to get you to come back out to our 60-degree angle for our ego conqueror. And from here, it's a 3-part inhale through nose to draw the elbows into your side bodies and create a fist with the hands. So follow me here. It goes and they're in tight beside the body. And then with the exhale breath, we open the mouth, create stop signs at the hands, and we go shh, shh, shh. So what we're doing here is as the arms go up, drawing in positivity, joy, and abundance, and then exhaling away the negativity, the things that are vampires, those kind of energy suckers, right? So let's just move through this now. Relatively simple. Shh, 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 but super powerful. Prana Shakti 3. Exhaling away the negativity, pressing away the blockages, pressing away the stickiness, pressing away the things that keep us small, drawing in the inhale and allowing Prana Vayu to bring that vibrancy to our body, to our breath, to our coordinated movements here. Enjoy. Let's keep going. I'm seeing all of the lovely things on Instagram and on TikTok, but I'm so far away, I can't do it. Also participate, but I love it. I'm thankful. This is the only place that I earn any income from my yoga classes. I have a full-time job otherwise, so this is it. I'm stepping out and I want to get my yoga business going, so I love it. Thank you. I've been teaching for a long time, public classes in Melbourne, but I'm currently in Sydney. I have limiting beliefs that make me stop from trying, so I'm here with you. I'm showing up just like you. Consistent effort in the direction of more. Consistency is what pays here. Can you feel the heat in your legs? Can you feel the heat rising? I sure can. Hope I'm not on fire from these candles. Maybe I just lit them myself because I am super warm. I love it. Let's go, last few. Come with me. Arms forward, down onto the knees. Take a moment and just recognize how abundant, how incredible, how amazing that practice is. How wonderful it is to be able to shift away all of the energy vampire-esque kind of attitudes that come at us. Like we've now got this strengthened auric shield that goes ping, 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 ping every time that happens to us. And you know what? If you need to when you're at work, duck out the back and do a minute of that when someone does give you the heebie-jeebies, because actually it's better than sucking it all in and blocking yourself up. Get rid of it. Press it away. All right, let's start to move through some more better known yoga poses now. Lie down on your back, get the props out of the way, and I'll come and meet you in a second. I just think I've got a couple of questions here and I just want to make sure. Oh, sorry, it's just somebody saying something else. I'm not in Melbourne for a little while, but yeah, I'll get back to everybody's questions. I just moved the TikTok because I think you can't see very well there. Okay, lie down on our backs. Tickle for the heels with the fingertips, ground through the spine. So just let yourself feel super connected to the earth. And in this position, can we start to experience a different expression of Shakti flowing? It's more horizontal to the earth, right? So maybe starting to feel the legs kind of sending their power and energy through the body. And now I'm going to get you to do another Kundalini practice here that is super weird, but it's so much fun. We take the arms up to the ceiling and the legs, and we let the lymph and the drainage of the body occur as the arms and the legs are above the heart. which is obviously going to be a huge benefit to us. But in this process, we get weird and we start to flail the arms and the legs around. And I'm encouraging you here to flick away negativity, blockages, emotional stickiness, stuck stuff, and just get it away, flick it away. This is called Suptatages, and it is a Kundalini practice to help us remove that which we don't need, that which doesn't serve us, and that which we hold on to. Aparigraha, we grip, we hold, we don't want to let go. And sometimes we should. Let's do it together. Flick it away, get rid of it. So good, last few moments. I love thinking what some people must think when they scroll through and see me doing stuff. But you know what? Keep scrolling if it doesn't connect with you. But if you did stop and do it, guess what would happen? Wonderful things. Okay, eagle legs. Wrap right leg over left. Wrap it if you can. Take it all the way around the back of the left calf if you can. If not, cross your legs. We are going to warm up Kundalini energy of Manipura chakra with a little bit of core work here. You can take the right arm straight to ceiling, left arm over top. We've already done the arms, right? So now I'd like you to find this expression of supine, reclined eagle. Then we hover the body and we tap the elbows towards the knees. We draw it all in and we squeeze, 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 and then we open up and expand. So the fingers go overhead and the toes go bottom of mat. And then we exhale, we crunch in and we feel the core and we coordinate breath. Inhale, open up, exhale, contract. Inhale, open up, exhale, contract. Just going to do 5, yeah? 4, 3, 2, and last one, crunch it in, draw it in, feel the squeeze. And then all I want you to do is unravel the arms. And I don't mind whatever the cross of your legs was. I don't mind, but we'll just take it all over to the left. So lower everything to the left. And that should feel super restorative and lovely. The knees might not make the earth. The twist might feel like it's drawing the hip over a little bit. Just let something happen that feels super nice here in our eagle twist. And then come back to center, uncross legs, take feet onto mat. We'll take a bridge pose now. Tickle heels with the fingertips. I want you to ground through the big toe and ground through the inner heel of the foot, right? And then pretend you've got a block. If you have a block, place it between your thighs and squeeze the block. Then scoop the tailbone up by flattening low back onto mat, lifting hips up, chin drawn to chest, look up the line of the tummy and let breath come and go by lifting belly button up and down. So you're pumping belly button. You can breathe through nose or out through mouth if you like, but remember the connection of the big toe. Remember the connection of the inner heel. Remember the chin drawn slightly to chest and feel the awkwardness of the weight on the upper back and the back of the head and the neck. But it is therapeutic. It should feel okay. If not, please get out. We'll only be here for another moment. We'll come get you in a second. Totally understand. Everybody's unique. Everybody's body is different. So just let that happen as we roll down spine, return butt to mat. Good job. Okay, left leg over right. Okay, wrapping, binding, finding that variation. Left arm straight to ceiling. Right arm over top. Hold shoulders if that's what you did before, or find the way into your bind. First things first is we hover. We lift and arrive off the mat. And then we hug it all in and contract. And then inhale, we open up and we tap away from the body center. And then we expand in, we contract into center. So 5, with the exhale, contract. Inhale, expand. 4. Exhale, contract. 3. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. 2. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. 1. Uncross arms, but keep legs where they are. And lower them over to the right. Oh, that felt good today. Yes, very nice. Feeling it in the sacrum. Sacrum has these stout little tendons, sacroiliac joints there, and they are flat, and we can feel them when we roll around our back body. And just here, I often get a nice release, especially with the eagle legs. So hopefully you do as well at home. And thinking about that as we come back, the sacrum is that watery realm of freedom and flow and the emotion of I feel. So as we come back, let's feel into the sacrum. Let's feel into some rotations around the back, right? It's watery, it's sexual, it's the area of our body connected with bladder and reproductive organs. Go back in the opposite direction and you might even be able to feel into those little stout tendons. And then happy baby. Hold the picky toe edges of your feet, press feet into ceiling, press back body into earth, tuck chin into chest, but keep the back of the head on the mat, okay? So the long line of energy along the shushumna, the spine. I got a broken toe, friends, so I don't like to be too vigorous here. I need to be mindful. We can rock and roll up to a squat. We could do a little bit of Navasana boat there, or if none of that's for you and you're like, boy, I don't want to do any of that, I'll just meet you in a yogi squat. Roll it to one side and come to a squat. So we would just come up here to our boat, holding, rolling back down, building momentum, and then stepping wide. And I'm just going to take my hands behind me so that I don't do anything to that broken toe. And here we are in squat. If squat feels super awkward, unusual, you could be sitting on props or blocks. You could place little wedges under the heels, such as a rolled up towel like a burrito, whatever works. It'll probably be about another 2 breaths. So if you can suffer away for another moment, do so. And in that suffering, we will improve our flexibility and mobility, believe me. Okay, it's a forward fold now. So place hands on mat, lift hips, chin to chest, and toe heel feet into hip width. Bend knees for a little bit more space. Hold elbows, ragdoll, bounce, sway, nod, pedal, move. Please feel free to do something here. You don't need to be stagnant. Nod, roll, sigh, scream, do whatever, laugh. Don't take me too seriously. Life's too serious. Yoga doesn't need to be. I got caught up in the whole, oh my gosh, everything has to be perfect, everything has to be correct. I can't put anything on the internet that's not polished, that's not refined, that's not perfectly filmed. All that nonsense is gone. Life's gritty. Life's uncomfortable sometimes. And we show up in the grittiness. We show up in the uncomfortable because we are the beacon of light and hope. As we fold here deeply and let hands dangle to earth, chin to chest, start to feel into the hamstrings and the soles of the feet in particular, texture of your mat underneath it. Connect with Mother Earth energy and let her rise as well, like Shakti, from the soles of the feet, up through the legs, up through the knees, up through the pelvis. And on our way, we sort of just want to bring that neutrality to pelvis. We want to bring knitting in of ribs and core muscles. We want to widen collarbones. We want to extend arms down beside body, lengthening fingertips away. And as we stand firm, stand tall, we arrive in mountain. We look forward on the horizon. Just like the yogis would have looked to the north on the horizon and seen these gigantic mountains known as the Himalayas. And what did they see in them? They saw wisdom. They saw knowledge. They saw stability. They saw strength. They saw perseverance. And they saw steadfastness. So stand in that expression of yourself. And remember, every time you navigate the world, you stand with this same expression in your own empowerment, in your own wisdom, because it's all there. It's just covered. And Shakti illuminates it. Shakti shifts the veil and exposes you to the abundance and moves you in the direction of more. Bring the big toes to touch, the hands to the heart, the chin to chest, and take a moment now to absorb everything that I just brought up. Maybe it resonates with you. Maybe you recognize some of it. The human experience, it's a connected one. When we isolate ourselves by suggesting that the fabric of our skin is the end of our experience, then we don't understand the true connected nature of this entire ecosystem and cosmos. I salute the light within you as you salute the light within me. Let's take the hands to the sky. Big breath in, rise and reach together. And then exhale, fold and hinge at hips and return to earth. Halfway lift is an inhale breath to lengthen. And if you have blocks, you bring the earth to you by placing hands on blocks. And we'll just hold for another breath in. And with the exhale breath, we fold and place hands on mat and we step back to high plank. With this broken toe, I'm starting to find a bit more mobility and I'm holding my plank with you. But if it's not available to you today, please drop to the knees and do so with support though. Everybody needs to press away from the earth. What did we have to do in Ego Conqueror? We had to conquer gravity and limiting beliefs. Gravity is pressing down, but we have to return the reciprocity from the earth by pressing away. And again, I'm distracting you with waffling away as you draw the inner thighs in and up, and we look forward and away because nothing's underneath us here. And you're going to stay with me for another breath. And then everybody will lower our knees and meet all our friends there. Cross the ankles, draw the heels to the buttocks, and we'll prepare with a few tricep push-ups to warm our backs of the arms. Lower halfway down, exhale, and then press back up, inhale. Lower halfway down, exhale, and press back up, inhale. Lower halfway down, exhale, and press back up, inhale. Okay, alignment here. Do 2 more with me, but hug the elbows in towards your rib cage as best you can. A press up in a gym sometimes looks like this, right? A yoga press up doesn't have to, but hugging it in towards the side body is beneficial. Let's just say beneficial. Okay, meet me here. Uncross the feet, tops of the feet on the mat. Chest and chin lowers as the tailbone scoops up to the ceiling, and then we slither through to tummies and find our way to cobra on an inhale, hands under shoulders, elbows point back, and we lift the chest as we press tops of feet down behind us. Exhale, breath, return to earth. Okay, a bit of spinal balance, a Kundalini practice here. Peek over right shoulder with the head as you lift right leg, inhale, and then exhale, come back through center. Look over left shoulder as you lift left leg, and then exhale, we come back through center. Inhale right, look over right shoulder. Exhale left. Beg your pardon, exhale center, inhale left. Nice work. 1 more each side. Extended child's pose. Big toes touch, knees open wide, hips back to heels, arms forward, forward on the mat. Tabletop, all fours, please. Warm up fingers and wrists as we prepare to find our way to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift thumbs, lift palms, shift forward onto 4 fingers each hand. Hinge at first row of knuckles, fingers spread wide. If this is enough for you, stay here, please. It is a dynamic and sensational stretch because we do way too much typing. If not, and you've got a little bit more space like me, you lower the hands towards the earth and then lift again. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift, lower and lift. Okay, so I have an ant that's walking around all of my camera equipment, so hopefully it walks over the lens. That would be quite funny. Okay, down dog. Place the hand, one hand print further forward, please, away from you. Tuck the toes, send the hips back towards the heels, and then lift the hips, swing the torso back towards the thighs, and look at the big toes behind you. Head heavy, neck long. From that awareness in the knuckles, ground, spread the fingers wide, neutral at the wrists, softened at the elbows, but still with integrity. But where do we focus? The shoulders, hug the muscles in, be completely active there. Lengthened along side bodies, belly button in. High heels behind you, bent knees is going to help with tighter hamstrings. Holding here for a breath. Familiar old friend, downward facing dog. Walk forward, top of mat, exhale all the way. Halfway lift, inhale, crown head forward, lengthen with the breath, and then fold on the exhale. Inhale, sky. Exhale, earth. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, right foot back to high plank, both feet return to back of mat. High plank hold. So just wanted you to start with right foot there, knees, chest, chin, exhale, breath, inhale through to cobra. We could take hands out wide onto flooring now for a bigger lift as we press tops of feet down behind us. Exhale, hands under shoulders, come through tabletop, hips to sky, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Walk forward on your next exhale, please. Inhale, halfway lift. I'm just checking my microphone. I have these absolutely shocking moments where I think everything's stopped. Folding and the exhale. Inhale up to sky. And exhale, return to earth. It's like PTSD, the number of times that you have something go wrong with this kind of computer systems. Inhale, halfway lift. We'll step back with the left foot first, then right foot to high plank. Holding the plank through the knees, chest, chin, please. Exhale. And I am taking the modification because of my broken toe. If you know high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana, and then upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, and then downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, you can do that, or with me, just follow me through our modifications. Walk forward, top of mat, please. Half lift on arrival. Deep fold, exhale. Root to rise, inhale. You could take a little back bend now by activating fronts of thighs and lifting through the front body. And then exhale, folding. Inhale, half. Exhale, high plank. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Whew, nice. Holding here, breathing. What is my water bottle doing there? That would have fallen over and made a huge bang. Deeply aware of the row of knuckles, deeply aware of the shoulders. Head is heavy, neck is long, and the legs feel super abundant. And there's lots of energy there. Left leg lift, inhale, 3-leg dog. So left leg lift. I know it's unusual, but I'm facing east, so I'm beginning with my left foot forward to the left thumb. Plant back foot 45 angle, warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1, rising, reaching, lifting. Okay, alignment cues. Back foot 45, anchored through pinky toe. Front foot 12, pointing forward. You can take left arm down and over to right ribs and help draw chest to square at front of room. But these are cues that work in my body. For you at home, it might just be enough by showing up here and finding a shape that feels okay. It's all right. Breathe. Hands on the hips, please. Pivot on the back foot. Find that back foot now parallel short edge of your mat. Front foot 12 o'clock. It actually didn't move. Those hands on hips, pressing down through earth. And then inhale, opening up and wide into warrior 2. So we focus over our left hand out in front of us and the right hand's behind us. Let's take Arjuna this morning, a Kriya practice of pranayama technique with our breath of fire. Arjuna famously had to fight his family on the battlefield at Kurukshetra, and in that process, he had Krishna as his chariot, and Krishna gave him the advice that if you have to fight, as a very last resort, yogis will fight. But if they do, guess what they have to do? They have to win, and they will. So take your front thumb, that's your left thumb, point it to the ceiling as though you're about to shake somebody's hand. Hug the fingers in and create your focus point on your thumb. On an inhale breath, the right hand sweeps forward. He's a famous archer. So we draw the arch and the bow back as the right hand comes behind us. And on the exhale, we lunge into our left knee and we pulse the belly button with breath of fire. Keep going. This is dynamically activating in the legs, the glutes, and the pelvic bowl. And guess who's in the pelvic bowl? That which is the Shakti. The Shakti will rise. She will lift. She will smash through those limiting beliefs. Just like Arjuna had to focus that awareness that his family, all of the torments, all of the terribleness, all of the demons that exist were over there in a recognizable form, because that's the scary thing about this stuff, is it's hidden in recognition. So take this moment, peel away the veil of ignorance and pulse into Arjuna. Well done. Hands at heart. Lengthen the legs. Shift and hold and breathe. It's a deep message. It's a deep awareness, but it's a powerful one. Back to warrior 2. Flip it and reverse. So left hand goes to sky, right hand down, back body. Should get a nice stretch up side body. Left elbow on left thigh. Palm of the left hand has a jewel. Don't drop it. Right arm reaches overhead. Extended side angle. This is a modification. You can lower that elbow onto the thigh and just allow yourself to rest a little, but if it's a more empowering for you to lengthen and lift away from the bottom thigh, please do that. If you own a block, a prop, or something else, let's go to triangle by placing the block on the inside of our foot and bringing the earth to that left hand. Then that peeling open with the right arm up to the ceiling begins the expression of expansion. The sacred geometry of the triangle here is exposed by the first triangle in our legs, the second triangle with the front leg, front arm, and torso. And now for the final few moments, expand into the biggest triangle, which is from the fingertips to toe tips. So good. Well done. Wide leg fold. So you take your right hand down and it swings around to the long edge of your mat and you bring your left foot with you. Your feet are wide. Block could be underneath the hands. If not, take your hands onto the earth and find a halfway lift to lengthen forward. Look forward. Big breath in. And then exhale. There we go. We've got our blocks. Where is the integrity in this pose? It's the the pinky toes, the outer edges of the feet. I encourage you to press down so that activates the outer edge of the legs, taking the energy up and connecting with keystone, sacrum, where we find our watery realm of Svadhisthana chakra, who is now pulsating and vibrating with such a beautiful spin. And in that process, visualize, a spinning wheel of energy that's in water. Flowing water, unblocking blockages, unsticking stickiness, cleansing, cleaning. Look at the transformative energy of water. It carves the grandest canyons. It takes the path of least resistance in the process and still manages to completely transform. Hands under face, halfway lift, inhale. Toe heel the feet in a little, please. Come a little closer. Hands on the thighs in our warrior stance. Take a moment here as we sit deep into our seat. Cactus the arms. Start here. And then with the expression of magnets that don't want to come to touch, bring the hands towards the center line, right? And here we've got this opposites. They don't want to touch, but there's all of this energy in your shoulders and your biceps and your arms, right? And then on the inhale, we peel the chest open into cactus arms. We create fists with the hands in two parts. So it goes. And then with the exhale breath, we want to almost clap our hands, but it won't happen. There's that expression. You sit seat deep. Warrior breaths. Hands on the fronts of your thighs, stand tall, absorb. Whew. It's strong, it's powerful, it's transformative. Nice work. Hands on your thighs. Hinge forward. The next one has 2-part inhale, 2-part exhale. We gather the positivity in. We absorb the nourishment and nutrient of that positivity, and then with the exhale breath, we release away stress, fatigue, anxiety, that which does not serve us. Arms dangle towards you in the front, hinged at our hips, grounded in our seat, in our warrior stance, our goddess warrior, right? Then 1-part inhale brings our elbows towards the side bodies with hands in fists, palms facing down. 2nd-part inhale is this expression of standing up, reaching up, rising up, and lifting up. 1st-part exhale draws us back to where we were before. Exhale here out the mouth. And the second one is just Get it out. Exhale away. Sweep it away. So inhale 1, inhale 2, exhale 1, exhale 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Positivity in, exhale negativity. Hands on thighs, forward, close eyes. Oh, I love that. I love getting rid of the stickiness of the blockages. In the 6 months or so that I have been back from India, 6 months, I don't even know whether it's that long, maybe it's only 3 months, I've managed to write a teacher training manual, get my website updated, begin live stream classes, all of this stuff that took me years and years and years to do until I discovered the power and the energy of shifting away my limiting beliefs, shifting away the negativity through these ancient, incredible practices that Kundalini offers us. So I hope you're enjoying. I hope you're empowering yourselves. Let's step back to the top of your mat. Take your hands up, inhale, return to earth, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, and stepping back to our high plank. Through the knees, chest, chin. Back bend of your choice. And I'll meet you in downward facing dog. I'm just going to rotate around on my mat so you don't have to see my butt. And we'll get a chance to flow through the other side. Down dog's where I'll meet you. And hey, let's just take a moment. When I want to buy a car, I love having a comparison mind because you go and do all of the different comparisons. But when I'm in my yoga class, I try not to do too many comparisons, but I will ask you for one here. Compare this down dog to the one we did 30 minutes ago. Perhaps, like me, there's a little bit more space. The familiar old friend is greeted with the breath, and we feel more at ease with them. Right leg lift on the inhale, right foot forward on the exhale, setting up our warrior one. So with a little bit of a dance and a widening of the stance, we find our way with back foot 45 and we start to rise up. If you like that expression of squaring the chest, you can take the right hand to the left ribs and we draw the chest to square and the arms lift. And we lunge into that front knee. There is a video on my YouTube channel about the story of Virabhadra and what all of these 3 different well-known poses mean. I won't go into it now. It's not a PG story, but it's a very empowering one. Hands on hips. Do the dance with the feet. Front foot 12. Back foot 40. Parallel short edge of mat. We lunge into that knee. You think about grounding. You think about expanding. You open and you look forward. And you feel into it. And I just want to remind everybody that I absolutely adore everything that's going on my screens, but I have no idea what it is. So I just keep going. I go, it's called abhyasa, movement in the direction of more. Keep going. Consistency. Okay, we have our Arjuna here. So right hand, we're going to shake someone's hand and then we hug the fingers in, lunging into that front knee. Inhale, breath takes left hand around, draws the bow back, elbow back, and we go. Keep going. Focus on that thumb. Focus on the pulse of the belly button and the knee. Feel into the warmth in the thigh and then let Shakti take that energy. Take it with her as she rises, as she smashes through the limiting beliefs and the demons in the mind and all of the stuff that keeps us small and keeps us gritty and keeps us in our lane, because our lane is not a lane. Our lane is the whole frickin' universe. We've got this. Let's go. Get ready to smash that belief out there that's really bugging you. Get it off the radar. Hands at heart. look at that. Lovely little heart. I did see that. That's a big one. Now we've got our hands at our hearts. All right. Where'd we go from here? We went to Warrior 2, didn't we? Back to Warrior 2. And then we flipped it and reversed. Oh, that was nice. Lots of extension. Right elbow, right thigh. Left arm overhead. Reach and extend and lengthen. So we think of extended side angle. We think of this expression of length, and the integrity comes from your pinky toe down the back of the mat and the front heel. And we don't really want to lean, but if you do need to lean into it for sport, please do so. And then triangle. Always bring a block. Go and buy yourself some at Rebel if you're in Australia. Oh dear, the live stream's going off. Hold on, I'm coming. Stay in triangle. Dear, oh dear, I'm down to 10%, folks. I better stop talking. Quick, let's get into triangle. Oh my God, everything's going wrong today. Left hand up to the sky. Reach, extend. How am I going to end this in under 10% energy on the phone? All right. Probably stop talking. Lower the left hand down. Come around to the long edge of your mat. Wide leg fold. Halfway lift. Big breath in. Deep dive fold. Exhale. All right. Pranavayu. 3-part breath. Toe, heel, feet in. A little closer to the width of your mat. Hands on your knees. Rolling up. We'll take some Pranavayu breaths here, then I'll take you through some Chaitanya, and then we'll be walking out and off our mats, because that's the way I like to end these live stream classes. So this one is 1 part inhale with the palms forward, coming to shoulder height, standing up. 2nd part inhale out wide. 3rd part inhale up. And then 4th is just, and we're getting rid of all of the last bits of stickiness, because we are so clarified now. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hands at fronts of thighs. Hands to heart. Big toes touch. Come back to intention. Come back to that moment of stillness. Feel the prana. Feel the energy. Feel the empowerment. Now, a chi movement here known as Chaitanya. Open your eyes from your heart space. Expand the awareness and the unwavering love. Step your right foot around behind you. Cactus your arms. Index finger and thumb comes to touch. Inhale there. Exhale back to heart center. Inhale opposite way. De-escalating nervous system, bringing us back down from the wuthering heights of our expression of empowerment. We need to now navigate the world and keep that at this lovely simmer rate. We're able to maintain our expression throughout the day. We've cultivated, we've said yes to Kundalini. Come with us. We will move in the direction of more. More abundance, more prosperity, more bliss, more self-care, more self-awareness, more kindness to others. We will be the change we want to see in the world. The final one will be the heart center place. Kamala Mudra is index, pinky finger and thumb touching. Heart space. What a lovely word, Kamala. What a change we might have seen. From the heart space, we take the hands up, inhale. And then draw the most beautiful lotus flower out wide. And I've got your eyes open here because some of you might not be familiar with a lotus flower. But guess what? This is an interpretation. It's your interpretation. Back to heart center. Exhale all the way. And then inhale, lift. And exhale. Let's close the eyes now. And draw that lotus flower. The iconography of a lotus flower is so important in the Indian philosophical traditions. Inhale lifts and exhale draws you your lotus. And I mention it every time because it is a beautiful story. You put a bulb of the lotus plant in the muddiest, dirtiest, most stagnant pond with filthy soil at the bottom, and all it needs is the light. The lily pads search for the light and absorb Surya's energy. And then from that bulb, from that wisdom, just like us, we stay small, but there is that wisdom within us. The expansion takes the flower to the surface, and then it graces us with the most idyllic, beautiful, gorgeous flower. That is within you. That is what you're drawing here. Your lotus flower. And then we bring our hands to our heart. Draw our chin towards our chest. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being you. May you move along your path with honor and dignity, knowing that our forebears have laid it with such integrity, allowing us to navigate the road forward. May you do so with the energy of Shakti. As you draw your chin towards your chest, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, peace, peace, peace. Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much for your practice. Thank you so much for sharing. Have a lovely day, everyone on YouTube, everyone on Facebook, everyone on TikTok, everyone on Instagram. I'm going to come up and just check in on some of the comments here. I've got lots of love. Thank you so much on the TikTok. Thank you so much on all of the Instagram comments. Please let me know when you're in Melbourne. I will. But I'm in New South Wales, not far from Sydney. Have a great day on TikTok. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm in Bowral, actually, if anyone knows that, the Southern Highlands. Caring for my elderly mum who's losing her memory, which is so sad. Going over to the live stream so no one has to hear my whole story. Where is the mouse? I've lost the mouse.